Hi there, it's Markus from Maar's Music along with...
I'm Adam from Maar's Music.
And no, we're not going to do four-handed drumming.
Nope.
Not for this video. That's going to require some kind of crowdfunding.
That'd be cool.
Well, he hasn't heard my drumming for a while. And today what we're going to do is to actually give you some helpful tips on the Strata Core digital drum kit from Alesis. And Adam quite likes this kit, as do I. So we thought we'd call this video, you know, the good, the bad, and the helpful. And we're going to get right into it. So Adam, quick commentary. What do you think of the Strata Core kit, just in general?
I love the feel of it, and I love the way it sounds when you have the headphones.
The feel of a digital kit? What do you mean?
Yeah. So these mesh heads, they are very, very soft. They have a much softer feel than the other ones on the market. And they're very, very, very quiet.
So this is now the...
It's really quiet.
Okay, so relatively. Now what about if you hit the kick pedal?
The kick feels really, really good. Really, really comfy. It's got good response, good rebound.
All right. Yeah. Okay, good. So you
Beautiful.
like the general feel of the kit. What about the spacing of the rack and things like that?
It's perfect because you can get it the correct spacing to be exactly the same as your real acoustic drum kit. So you have that arm space that you need so your elbows aren't...
Right, so when you're transitioning
inside.
back and forth between traditional kits, digital kits, that's something, right? So in your muscle memory, you don't have to really adjust and go, now I'm tight, now I'm playing on a big kit.
Exactly, because I find a lot of digital kits, especially in this price range, are typically a little bit low. So this is perfect to get actually everything at the right height that I like anyway. So.
Well, and really that's what it comes down to, but it's customizable enough as well, right?
Yep, you can make any configuration that you can dream of with this setup.
Nice.
Which is fantastic.
So so great. So generally you like the feel, you like the heads, you like the kick. So let's now get into our three things that are really the good things about this kit. So if you had to pick your top of mind three pros, what are they?
Well, obviously the first one would be this new hi-hat. How this works. This is fantastic. This is the most realistic feeling electronic hi-hat I've ever played. And I've played a lot of them. I've played just about, I think, every one that's on the market right
so
now.
All the major brands, right? So you're familiar with Roland, with Yamaha, with Alesis, and they all have their really positive elements. But the hi-hat, you really like that. So here's a tip though, right? Let's be helpful. What's important about a hi-hat stand if you're trying to get the most out of the Strata Core?
So, because the pad has a little bit of weight to it, and just like real cymbals do, it really helps if you can have a tension adjustable hi-hat stand just to dial in that realistic feel that you're used to with your real hi-hat.
So let's say I'm coming from digital drums and I'm upgrading and I haven't really had to worry about a hi-hat stand before. So what is tension adjustment?
So a lot of hi-hat stands, like higher end, like intermediate to higher end hi-hat stands, will have a spring tension adjustment for the pedal. So that's basically going to adjust the resistance of the pedal, but the spring tension can also help lift the hi-hat up. So if you find that the hi-hat pad feels a little bit heavy, you can dial up that spring tension to help compensate.
And heavy would also be like sluggish, right? Like you're trying to play an intricate groove and it's just not moving, right?
Yeah. Say you're trying to play like really fast eighth notes with your left foot, it really helps to have that spring tension.
Okay, so we recommend then a good quality hi-hat stand to get the most out of the hi-hat sensor, which is really quite sophisticated on the Strata Core. Okay, so you really like the hi-hat, and that's something that you're actually hitting a lot as a typical drummer, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I call the hi-hat, the snare, and the kick drum, that's your home base.
Right.
It's where all the beats are happening. You go out from there and you come back. So you are hitting this one quite a lot.
Okay, so we've got a great hi-hat sensor. Give me another pro.
So another one is this great new module that they have. You have this large touchscreen display, which makes it very, very easy to go in and make custom adjustments to the kit. It's very hands-on, it's very visual, which is nice too, because a lot of digital drum modules, you don't actually get a screen. Right?
It's kind of more old school, and
Yeah.
so there's something nice about that. So
Yeah.
the ease of use and having the graphical representation of things on the core drum module really helps. Okay.
Exactly.
So it doesn't seem that we're overwhelmingly just gushing. Give us one thing. What's the one thing, if we say, the good, the bad, the helpful, well, what's something that you don't love? If you were to redesign this for Adam Woodhouse Custom, what would be something where you say, yeah, it's not my favorite?
The only thing that I really like in a module is I like having the individual inputs for the different pads.
So the triggers. So what happens is, which is really helpful to beginners and for a lot of people, is that the Alesis has a multi-pair cable, right? So all of your trigger sensors are coming out really from one main cable.
Yeah.
And which can be helpful for quick setup and
For sure.
even cable routing. But what you're saying is because of, how many digital kits have you owned?
I've owned 3 so far.
Okay, 3,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And so you like the idea of individual quarter-inch outputs as
Yeah.
opposed to a multi-pair cable going to all your
Yeah.
trigger pads.
I just feel that gives me just some more options. Just some more options for customization and expandability. I just kind of feel like that this is just set. But
Sure. But
if I had to pick anything, that
if you
would
had to
be
pick.
it.
And that's a reasonable suggestion. Also, of course, having a whole pile of more quarter-inch outs on that would, of course, certainly increase the footprint of the module as well.
Definitely, yeah.
But it's something to consider in that case, right? And
Yeah.
so let's do a third good. Give us one more thing you really like about this.
Well, I really like the cymbal technology as well, like with the crash and the ride cymbals. They're full 360-degree sensors. You've got an edge sensor, you've got a body sensor, and you've got a bell sensor.
Right.
And you can choke them from any point, anywhere as well.
So chokeable,
Yep.
big sensor, and as you said, and kind of the bonus was you just generally like the feeling of the heads.
Yeah, like I said, once you throw the headphones on, it really does start to feel like your acoustic kit at home. This is the closest one that I've ever played. It gets very, very close to that feel, especially with the headphones on.
Right, and that's kind of the key, right? Because then the sounds and the pads and the response and that connection between the two, right? Like sometimes I feel like too in the past I've tried digital kits, keyboards, you name it, simulated instruments where maybe note for note it sounds good, but somehow when you play, right, you don't feel that connection with the instrument.
Exactly.
But here this connects well, right?
Yeah.
Especially as a person who is primarily used to playing on traditional drums.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's pretty good, but ultimately one of the things people also want to hear is what a drummer like you, what kind of kit do you gravitate towards and what does it sound like? As a bonus, we're going to try to set up for the first time ever an overhead cam so you can actually see what he's doing.
Cool.
All right, you up for it? Let's do it.
Sounds good.
And we're going to record the sounds and the performance directly into the Strata Core module. And hopefully you're going to hear some great sound in the video as opposed to just the camera mics hitting the pads as you have been during the early part of the video.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right, Adam, what kind of groove are you going to start with?
We'll just start with like a straight ahead rock groove.
All right, let's do it. Recording in the module.
All right. So now we're recording, and here we go.
So, what else have you got? Can you do something more jazzy?
Something a little bit more jazzy, like jazz.
Or bossa nova? Or,
Yeah, or even some Latin.
Sure.
Let's do a bossa nova.
Or are you going to use a side stick?
Yeah, because we do have the rim sensor, so we can do cross stick on this kit, which is fantastic.
Okay, let's hear it.
So here we go.
Very nice. How about something metal? Not, I know you don't have your favorite double kick pedal here, but what can you do?
Okay, we'll just play something kind of heavy.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go.
Very nice. And really, how do you feel it's tracking those fast beats?
They all appear to be hitting the sensor, which is cool because a lot of the times with these digital kits, you feel like you're losing a few of the notes, but it feels like they're all there. Especially like when you play like the grace notes, you start playing like all those different stroke rolls. There's a lot of fast hits going on in there.
Right,
and it sounds like they're all being captured.
Well, and as a drummer, that gives you confidence and enjoyment while you're playing the kit, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, that's pretty sweet. Okay, how about something real straight ahead, like a country beat, traditional country?
Like a country beat. All right, let's try this out.
I'm putting him on the spot, testing his groove knowledge. Here we go.
The groove knowledge.
Very nice. And as a bonus, first of all, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the video. If you're enjoying Adam's Grooves and would like to see more digital drum or drum-related content, please comment and don't forget to like and subscribe. So Adam, why don't you take us out with a funk kind of bonus beat?
Cool.
Something that, would be James Brown or Omar Hakim would approve of.
Cool.
Raising the bar.
All right, here we go.
Great stuff. Thanks, Adam. Bye for now. Thanks for
Anytime.
tuning in.